What's going on, everybody? I know it's been a minute. I ain't made a video, and to be honest, I haven't done nothing to the trucks since I did the radio and the old GMC. But in today's video, this is going to be something I've been wanting to do for quite a while. I was wanting to do it on the other GMC, the 06, but I never got around to doing it. So after doing some research, I was able to find everything I needed on Amazon, which is great. Picked up this bad boy, a single in, dual out exhaust. This was more than the template was, by the way. This was like 50 bucks. And then this is the template here that you fasten to the bedside, and then that, that's like the cutout for the exhaust where it's going to be. So we're going to be putting it here, and I think that's going to be the best spot. I'm going to try to get it. Yeah, I think that's going to be good there. But yeah, we're gonna be putting the side exit on this truck, and I don't know what it is, but like, I think Instagram does it on purpose, because every time I get on there, I see these year style trucks, and they all have like the long travel suspension. They have the side exit, and those things look so good. So that might be the route I go with this truck. Because like I stated in previous videos, I'm not getting rid of this truck. I'm gonna keep it. I really wished it was the 6.2, but it's just a little 5.3. Unfortunately, but that's what we're going to be doing today. I do got to run up to AutoZone to see what kind of bins and stuff they got. I do got masking tape. That's the first thing I'm going to need, is to line it up, get it centered, and then mask the paint off, and then mark it, then cut it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because I don't want to bore you guys with that. I'm hoping I can get majority of it done today. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, because I'm not no professional welder by any means. The stuff that's on the truck now, it's on there. It's not going anywhere, but I know I got, small exhaust leaks from welding it myself. So we might have to get everything cut out, and then I might have to take it to the exhaust shop on Monday and have them, finish it up. But we'll see. Once I get this cut out, I'll show you guys how it looks. And another thing you're going to need too, if you do decide to do something like this, is this here. A little rivet gun, and I got this on Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, get this thing, some masking tape on it, get it cleaned up first, then mask it off, then mark everything, then try to cut it. Because you can't, there's no redos. Once you start cutting this, there's no redos. So I gotta make sure it's where I want it. And like I said, I think I'm going to put the exhaust coming out like right here in this line. That's going to be the center line for it. I really wish this right here wasn't on there. I think that's for like rock chips to keep it from chipping the paint, but it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, get this cleaned up with some alcohol, get the masking tape on, and then we're going to start cutting. So yeah, stay tuned. All right, everybody. So we partially got it together. There's still some minor stuff I got to do, like I got to trim a piece of metal on this right hand side, that way I can raise this side up a little bit. But I mean, it's coming together pretty good. I still haven't figured out how I'm gonna do the exhaust underneath. I feel like if I go to AutoZone and get a couple of 90 bends and the exhaust piping, I'll be able to make it work. But yeah, we got everything cut out. Here's a piece of the bed. What I had to get was a 4.5-inch hole saw, which I picked up from Harbor Freight. It was like 26 bucks. You will need one of these. If not, you're gonna have a hard time cutting unless you got like a what is it, a Dremel that can cut it, because it's really hard to use an angle grinder. I tried that at first and it wasn't working like it was supposed to. But we got this riveted on, everything's secure on the outside. Now I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do the exhaust. I don't know if I'm gonna wait. I might try to do it myself. I'm gonna go to AutoZone and see what they got, because I got a lot of extra piping laying around. I just need like some 90 bends to angle it up, that way I can catch the exhaust. I did have to do a little trimming in the inside of the bed itself. There's like a brace coming down here, and I had to trim it a little bit so this would fit. If you're doing a single exit instead of the dual, you won't have to do that, but being that it's a dual, it would rub against that. So I'm gonna cut it back some and bend it over. That way it's not in the way. And I also picked up a stick welder, a little small stick welder from Harbor Freight. They're running like a sale up there right now. I got this bad boy for $89, and it was like a regular $140. So I picked this up too because I do like to experiment with exhaust. So I was like, well, shoot, this will do better welding than the flux welder. So we'll give this bad boy a try today if I decide to go ahead and attempt to do the exhaust. Not sure yet, but if the video comes out tomorrow, of course I did it, and it worked to where it's not going to fall off. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how far we've got so far. And that's where we're at. I'm going to run up to AutoZone real quick and see what kind of bends they got. And if they do got everything that I need, we might go ahead and try to pop this thing together, because I think that's going to look really good with that on there. Let me shut this door. Scoot this back in there. Get in there, get in there. See, it won't go all the way up on that right side because I got to trim that little bracket in there. There's still some minor stuff I got to do. I need to get a file and file this back a little bit. But yeah, that's going to look sweet. I like the way that looks already. And it ties in really well with the Denali because it has the belt molding that comes down the side, and then the door handles are chrome. And then up there's chrome. So it blends together really well with the chrome. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to get my hands cleaned up and run up to AutoZone and see if we can source what we need for the exhaust. And hopefully I can get you guys a finished product today and a cold start, because this thing hasn't been started today except for when I moved it over, and that's been like 3 hours now. But yeah, stay tuned, and I'll pick the video back up today if I run up to AutoZone and able to source what I need. So stay tuned. All right, fellas, so we was able to make it happen. And I must say, I don't know why I waited so long to do something like this, because in my opinion, this is one of the best sounding exhausts that I've had on a truck so far. Let me just give you guys a side profile of this thing. Dude, check that out. That looks so good. And this thing sounds amazing. It still has a lot of, like, it's kind of raspy when you get up to the higher RPMs, but then it mellows out. I feel like that's just because I got the Dynamax. No, what do I have? I have the I don't know which resonator is, but it's one of the ones that make it kind of loud. So I'm gonna have to swap that out and get one that tones it down just a little bit. That way at higher RPMs it's not making a lot of racket. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. That thing looks sweet. I don't know why I waited so long to do it. And with the stuff underneath, I will say before I show you guys, I am no welder by any means, so don't laugh too much. But I think it turned out good. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get the phone under. Hold on one second. Yeah, here we go. So essentially all you need, and I know that wasn't the best view, but essentially it'll come up, 90 up, then 90 back over, then it'll go straight into this here. And the way I ran it above the frame, so above this piece here. And what I did is I had a piece of the old exhaust hanger, and I welded it that way it's not resting on the frame itself. That way it doesn't get any vibrating noises or anything like that. So it's in place, it's good to go. If it does start to make a lot of racket, I'm just gonna take it to a muffler shop and have them deal with it. But yeah, man, check it out. That looks so clean now. So clean. I'm gonna try to get you guys a couple of clips of me driving down this little road. It's not too long, but my phone is about to die. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna get you guys a clip of the truck going down here. That way you can see what it sounds like. All right, fellas, so I'm gonna throw that clip in there of the exhaust. I know it's not gonna be the best because it is kind of windy right now, but I'll get you guys some more like code starts and things like that of the truck. Because like I said, it took a little bit longer than expected, but I think it turned out great. Let me know what you guys think. And I think the next thing we're doing to this thing is going to be wheels. I think I got to go ahead and get me some, what are they, KMC or KCM, the beadlock style wheels. I think that's what we're going to do, because you can't tell me with those wheels this thing wouldn't look absolutely killer. But yeah, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the new exhaust setup. And stay tuned, because like I said, we got a lot more stuff coming for this truck and for the Ranger. Just haven't been doing much to the Ranger lately. I just washed this thing. It looked like the emblem on the front was coming off. It was just shining. But yeah, got a lot more stuff coming for both trucks. Just haven't been doing anything to them really. So yeah, stay tuned. And like I said, next thing on this one's probably going to be wheels and tires. Little 500 or 600 Kawasaki coming by. But yeah, just stay tuned. Hit that sub button if you enjoyed the video. Go hit that like button as well. And stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.